From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, police are responding to a serious water incident north of Napier. They were called to the stretch of coastline between Hawke's Bay Airport and Bayview around 3 p.m. Several police officers are at the scene. A warning for anyone in the Waikato who thinks they may have got a bargain on cheese yesterday. New Zealand Food Safety says a number of products by the brand Over the Moon appear to have been taken from the Putaruru landfill and resold in the town for well below retail price. There are several affected cheeses with differing batch numbers. Deputy Director General Vincent Arbuckle says eating cheese from a landfill is dangerous.
First of all, significant bacterial risk. Goodness knows what it's been mixed up with in the landfill itself, so you could get other forms of contamination. It's probably the worst thing, worst place to rescue food from.
The New South Wales Premier has confirmed the state's government will introduce tighter gun laws in New South Wales. 15 people were killed in a mass shooting terror attack at a Jewish Hanukkah event on Bondi Beach just over a week ago. A raft of changes were proposed for gun control and hate speech, as well as controversial changes to limit protests. Premier Chris Minns says he's confident reform is necessary.
I've heard members of the public say that we've gone too far, but I strongly believe these changes to law and legislation in New South Wales are fundamentally important to keep the people of this state safe.
And those who drive a Suzuki Fronx are being urged to avoid transporting passengers in their back seats after the car received a 1-star safety rating. And Australasian laboratories found a failure with the rear safety belt mechanism in a crash test, along with other issues. Claudia O'Neill has more.
NZTA says the seatbelt failure could cause death or serious injury for rear seat passengers in a crash. Over 1,000 Suzuki Fronx vehicles are registered in New Zealand. Suzuki has since stopped New Zealand sales of the car and is contacting vehicle owners from today. NZTA says the manufacturer's recall may also be on the table.
That's news. The sport, and the Black Caps have taken a 2-0 series win over the West Indies, wrapping up the third and final test in Mount Maunganui by 323 runs. After setting the tourists 462 to win, the Black Caps struggled to break through on the fifth and final day, with the Windies reaching 87 without loss. But they lost all 10 wickets for the addition of only 51 more runs, dismissed soon after tea for 138. An Australian paceman, Mitchell Starc, has called for the ICC to fund and implement universal decision review technology. It comes after frustrations over Snicko's reliability dominated the Adelaide Ashes test after its operators admitted an error was responsible for Alex Carey surviving a pivotal caught behind appeal on day one. That is sport. I'm Diana Vezic.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.